Ncell Axiata is the largest telecommunications service provider in Nepal, which serves more than 16 million subscribers at the moment. And the vision is to become the most loved brand in Nepal by 2023. Mainly, the things that we saw is that the procurement process in Ncell was largely a manual process before, where a lot of things like the supply interactions were happening via emails and the approval chains were done on paper, which needed to be digitized. Second thing is that there wasn't much visibility of the spending and the categories that we spend and the analytics piece of it. So we saw the need to improve. That's why we looked at a solution like Coupa. There are a couple of 2 to 3 goals, I must say. One thing is that actually we wanted to improve our digital maturity. And the second thing is that we wanted to improve our cycle time from the time that we get a request until we issue a PO. And the third is that we wanted to have more analytics so we can reduce our cost and manage our spending much better. At this point in time, after the implementation of Coupa Phase 1 and Phase 2, the entire end-to-end process of procurement is digitized from the time a user makes a request to the time that we issue a PO. And there is visibility of each and every step of the process, and there is transparency both to the users plus to the vendors. One example is that now all the proposals, all the bids are submitted via Coupa. It's not submitted via email, so the vendors know when an project RFP is open and when they have to submit the proposal and what is the status. There is a very strong analytics module in Coupa where we can build our own reporting, which gives the entire team the visibility of spending, which helps us to look at where the cost is increasing so we can do things more cost effectively, and we can do the spend rationalization as well.
Capgemini and Coupa had to work shoulder to shoulder together to align on our approach for value realization for Ncell. We worked together to ensure that this was more of a transformation as opposed to an IT project. Partnering with Capgemini to ensure that we're aligned on the value drivers and that those are achieved throughout the project.
I think one thing that we have to acknowledge the contribution from both Coupa and Capgemini teams, where they brought in their experience from other projects to help to make sure that Ncell Coupa implementation becomes a success. And the other thing to highlight is that we have had numerous sessions with the vendors to introduce Coupa as a solution to the vendors and how they can interact, and they were much happy about the transparency that we are bringing into the whole process, making us moving one step towards that journey of becoming truly a digital telco in Nepal.